Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Check. Walk 54. 18.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And an alley to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 79 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for, because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both, over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 99. Check 99. 300. 58 to Mike. Bring it. You go tight. You go. Rhino. You go tight right there. Zebra. Hey, Alpha.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Trubisky now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same.
Touchdown, Vikings! Philip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And they're backward on a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Next will score Bears 10, Vikings 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 54.
Out of the gun, Trubisky looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check.
Here's Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Showing it. First. Wide. Buzz.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On second down, it's Lindsey, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Here we go. Jam, 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 jam. Two. Go 58's the mic. I'm here all day. All right, now
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 44, Trubisky looking here for Smith. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Traquan Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mike, check. Hey, Foxtrot.
Now Cousins. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 54 is Mike. Hey, Zoo. Check, walk 54, walk 54.
Cousins now. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Jahan, ready? Hey, Cam. Right, 54. Got you. I got you, son. I got you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins, that one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
18, 18. 54. You got to get the first.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And caught by Henry. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And it's caught. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he sent the line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Another run by Lindsey. And he is met quickly. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 300. 58, boys. 58.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
X3. 218, chopper.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Sponge. No. Hey, Ringo, 48. Go 58's the mic. Drop deep.
They're going with Lindsey. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We don't want this.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Alert.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Get up. 180. Check. Watch 54. It's our time.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Bears 45, Vikings 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Jahan, 180! 58, the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey, flipper, flipper.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. 58, right over there.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 45, Vikings 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Bears first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run. This is Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. General West, slam.
Again, it's Cohen. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now Trubisky on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Mostert, and he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've at that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Our time. It's our time.
They'll go again with Lindsey. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They try again with Cohen. And an alley to run. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Orbit. Here we go.
Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Mike, 58, right there. Don't get nervous.
3rd and long for Cousins. They'll find Lindsey here. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here we go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the screen. Through. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check.
A second down throw for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen, and he's got room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now Cohen. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.